Used to know what I needed, used to hear my own voice clear. But loving you rewrote the volume, turned my wants to disappear. I bet my days around your nights, changed my truth to keep you close. I don't remember when it started, just know I loved you more than most. Somewhere between your smile and my doubt, I turned my own voice down. I loved you louder than myself, put your heart above my health. I screamed your name inside my chest while mine got pushed onto the shelf. I loved you louder than myself, every time you needed help. I don't know when I lost my way, I just know I loved you louder than myself. I learned your moods like a religion, read the signs, obey the rules. I made excuses for your distance, called your cold nights just being you. I told my pain to stay quiet, so your comfort could be loud. I was busy saving you, didn't notice I was drowning now. I thought love meant sacrifice, didn't know the cost was my life. I loved you louder than myself, put your storms above my calm. I held you steady when you shook while I was barely holding on. I loved you louder than myself, let my needs fade into gray. I don't know when I disappeared, I just know I loved you that way. I don't blame you, I chose the sound. I turned myself down. Now the room is finally quiet, and I hear what I ignored. All the parts of me that beg not to love you anymore. I'm learning how to speak again, say my name without regret. It's strange how silence can heal what loud love couldn't protect. I gave you everything I could, even when I shouldn't. I loved you louder than myself, until I couldn't hear my heart. I played the role of someone strong while slowly falling apart. I loved you louder than myself, but love shouldn't need disguise. I don't regret the way I loved, I regret the way I died inside. Maybe love should be a balance, not a voice that dominates. Maybe loving someone fully shouldn't mean self-erased. I'll love again, but next time I'll keep my volume true. I won't mute myself for anyone, no matter how I love you. I loved you louder than myself, but I've learned to turn me up. I'm still healing from the echo of giving way too much. I loved you louder than myself, but that's a lesson, not my end. I can love with all my hair without losing who I am. So if you hear my voice now, it's stronger than it was before. I loved you louder than myself, I won't do that anymore. I shake hands, I keep my posture in, so good like it's the truth. They say I've got my life together, never see the cracks come through. I carry storms behind my shoulders, wear calm like it's my skin. I learned young how not to show it, how to hold it all within. They see the strength, they praise the fight, they don't see the cost at night. Strong men break in silence when the world turns down the sound, when there's no one left to notice and the walls are closing in around. Strong men break in silence, no scenes, no cries for help. We hold it all together, then fall apart by ourselves. I've been the one they lean on, the steady voice in the room. I fix the things that fall apart, I make it feel like nothing's doomed. But every time I save a moment, I bury something real. I stack the weight behind my ribs and call it strength I feel. They clap for how I carry pain, never ask if I'm okay. Strong men break in silence, in empty cars at red lights, staring at a future that don't look like it did last night. Strong men break in silence, pride taught us how to cope. We don't ask for shoulders, we just carry all the load. No tears on display, just damage tucked away. She said you're strong, you'll be fine, like strength don't ever bend, like loving her didn't cost me more than I can spend. I smiled when she walked away, didn't give my heart a voice, I didn't lose my dignity, I just never had a choice. I swallow words I should have said, now they echo in my head. Strong men break in silence, behind locked bedroom doors. We replay every moment, wonder what we're strong for. Strong men break in silence, but still wake up and try. Put the armor on our chests to look the world in the eye. Maybe strength is being honest when your voice begins to shake. Maybe real courage is asking for a hand when you can't take it. Breaking doesn't make me weak, then I don't want that crown. I'd rather tell the truth out loud than keep pretending I'm not down. Strong men break in silence, but they don't stay there long. We bend, we bleed, we gather pieces and still keep moving on. Strong men break in silence, but hear me when I say, surviving doesn't mean you're fine, it just means you found a way. So if you see me standing tall, just know the truth exists. Strong men break in silence, but we're learning how to speak through it. You were here but not really, I somewhere I couldn't go. Your replies got short and careful, like you already let me go. I felt the distance growing quiet, Felt the room begin to change. You said nothing was wrong, but love don't fade that way. I kept asking with my heart, you kept answering with space. I stayed when you checked out, held the door while you were gone. I fought for us in conversations you'd already moved on from. I stayed when you checked out, when your touch felt like a chore. You left without saying goodbye. I stayed and felt it more. I planned futures you stopped naming, saved photos you didn't care to keep. I noticed how you stopped trying, but I was already in too deep. You smiled like nothing mattered, but your silence said it all. I was holding on to hope while you were waiting for the fall. You let go without a sound, I was still holding ground. I stayed when you checked out, read between your empty lines. I forgave the way you faded 100 times in my mind. I stayed when you checked out, when your love turned cold and thin. I was begging you to stay while you were already leaving. You didn't break me all at once, you just slowly walked away. I asked myself if I imagined the way your heart felt gone, if love was just a phase for you, or if I read it wrong. I blamed myself for your distance, said maybe I asked too much. Funny how I questioned my worth while you questioned none of us. I made excuses for your doubt, that's how I stayed when you checked out. I stayed when you checked out, made your absence make sense. I loved you through your indifference, called it patience. I stayed when you checked out, when you stopped choosing me. I gave you all the loyalty you never gave back to me. Leaving isn't always walking, sometimes it's turning cold. Sometimes it's staying physically, but letting your heart let go. I felt alone beside you, that's the truth I couldn't say. It hurts more to be forgotten than to watch someone walk away. I stayed when you checked out, till there was nothing left of me. I held on to broken promises, calling the memories. I stayed when you checked out, but I finally understand. Love shouldn't feel like waiting for someone who won't stand. So I'm learning how to leave what never chose to stay. I stayed when you checked out, I won't do that again. I walk into rooms like I'm okay, like nothing's weighing on my chest. I laugh at jokes I don't even hear, say I'm good like it's the best. I practice standing in the mirror till my face got it right. Funny how the truth gets quiet when you smile every night. They see my teeth, not the pain. They hear my voice, not the rain. My smile learned to lie before my heart could speak. I show same old safe stories, keep the real ones locked away. I turn my scars into humor, make it easier that way. I don't want pity in their eyes or questions I can't explain. So I dress my hurt in confidence and call it being brave. If they knew what I hide, they'd see through every line. My smile learned to lie, got really good with time. It covers up the nights when I can't shut off my mind. My smile learned to lie, it's fluid, it's precise. It tells them I'm okay when I'm barely getting by. I don't fake joy for attention, I fake it for survival. I've been told I'm always steady, that I handle things so well. They don't hear the cracks in my voice when I'm alone with myself. I carry every expectation like it's mine to fulfill. But even strong men get tired of climbing uphill. I don't know how to explain what I'm too afraid to say. My smile learned to lie, to protect what's left of me. I keep my pain behind my eyes where nobody can see. My smile learned to lie, but it's starting to wear thin. I'm scared one day the truth will come breaking through my skin. Maybe one day I'll be honest when someone asks if I'm okay. Maybe I'll let my guard down, let the truth have its say. I don't wanna live pretending that I'm stronger than I am. I just learned to smile first before I learned to stand. My smile learned to lie, but my heart still tells the truth. Every night it whispers things I'm too afraid to prove. My smile learned to lie, but I'm learning how to heal. I don't need to look okay to finally be real. So if my smile fades someday, don't panic, don't be afraid. It just means I'm done pretending and I'm finally okay. You packed your words into a whisper, left your coffee growing cold. I was still fixing all the cracks, you already let them go. You said you needed space to breathe, like love was holding you down. I was counting all the reasons you were already gone. I was bracing for the ending, you didn't wait for me. You left before I could let go, pull the floor from under my feet. I was still choosing us every day, while you were choosing to leave. You left before I could let go, no warning, no last call. I didn't get to say goodbye, you just didn't stay at all. I replay the final moments, searching for a hidden sign. Maybe if I loved you softer, you'd still be mine. I was holding on to hope, like it owed me something back. You were already halfway out, I was stuck in the past. I was learning how to stay You were learning how to walk away. You left before I could let go, before my heart caught up to truth. I was fighting for the future. You were done with me and you left before I could let go, before I found my voice. I would've learned to set you free if you just given me the choice. I don't blame you for leaving, I blame the silence in between. Now I sleep on your side of the bed, like habit might bring you home. I talk to shadows in the hallway, like I'm not here alone. I'm learning how to live without you, but it's harder than it seems. You took the ending with you, left me stuck mid-scene. I needed time to understand. You were already past the plan. You left before I could let go, before my heart could catch its breath. You were already saying goodbye. I was still loving what was left. You left before I could let go, and that's the part that hurts the most. Not that you're gone from my life, yeah, but I didn't get to close the door. Letting go is a process. It don't happen overnight. You don't just turn off feelings like you turn off a light. I would have found my way to peace if you'd stayed a little while. Instead you left me holding love with no goodbye. You left before I could let go, so I'm still learning how to heal. I'm catching up to yesterday, trying to make it real. You left before I could let go, but I'm stronger than I knew. One day I'll forgive the timing and finally release you. I'll let go in my own way, at my own speed, my own road. You left before I could let go, but I'll get there on my own. I don't post about the nights I've been, or how the quiet hits my chest. I don't tell the world where it still hurts. I just say I'm doing my best. I fixed my face, tied my shoes, showed up like nothing's wrong. But healing isn't something loud, it's something you do alone. They think I'm past it, think I'm fine. They don't see the work inside. I'm healing in private, no applause, no parade. Learning how to breathe again, taking it day by day. I'm healing in private, where nobody sees, putting myself back together, piece by piece. I stopped checking your socials, stopped waiting for your name. I boxed up all the what ifs, still feel them when it rains. I forgave you without telling you, forgive me a little too. Some wounds don't need witnesses to finally close and move. I don't need to prove I'm strong, I just need to carry on. I'm healing in private, days I wake up lighter, some days the weight comes back. But progress isn't perfect, it's learning how to track. I still hear your voice sometimes, still flinch at certain songs, but I don't let the echoes tell me where I belong. I'm not broken, just between who I was and who I'll be. I'm healing in private when the house goes still, facing all the feelings I used to kill. I'm healing in private with patience I didn't know. I'm not rushing the process, I'm letting it grow. Healing isn't forgetting, it's forgiving the pain. It's learning how to love again without calling it the same. I don't need closure from you, I'm closing doors myself. I'm building something stronger out of what I felt. I'm healing in private, but I'm proud of the work. I stayed when it was hardest, I faced what hurt. I'm healing in private, and one day you'll see I didn't just survive the loss, I found the rest of me. So if I'm quiet these days, it's not a weakness, it's true. I'm healing in private, and I'm finally choosing me. I walked in clean, I walked in hopeful, hands open, heart unscarred. Didn't know that loving someone could teach you how to fall apart. You said my name like it was safe, like I could finally rest. I didn't see the warning signs, I just felt my chest. I thought love was shelter from pain, didn't know it could be the flame. Love taught me how to hurt, how to bleed without a sound, how to smile through the worst when my world was breaking down. Love taught me how to hurt, not all lessons come from hate. Some wounds come wrapped in promises that don't know how to stay. I learned how absence feels while someone's standing next to you, how silence can be louder than the harshest truth. I memorized your distance, called it something I deserved. I kept bending all my limits till I lost what I was worth. I gave you trust without defense, didn't know the cost in the end. Love taught me how to hurt, how to doubt my own voice, how to stay when I was breaking like I never had a choice. Love taught me how to hurt, how to carry it alone, how to turn a heart into a house that never felt like home. I don't regret loving you, oh, I regret forgetting me. Now I see myself in pieces, trying to fit what's left. Learning that survival isn't proof of strength. I'm unlearning all the damage you call normal, called okay. doesn't mean it was right, it just means I stayed too long. Love taught me how to hurt, but it didn't teach me why. Someone who says they love you can still watch you die inside. Love taught me how to hurt, but I'm done learning that side. I won't confuse suffering with something divine. Maybe love should feel like safety, not a test you have to pass. Maybe it should hold you gently, not leave bruises in the past. I don't hate you, I'm just wiser. I don't wish you any pain. I just won't let love teach me that kind of lesson again. Love taught me how to hurt, but it also taught me this, that I deserve a softer hand, a steadier kind of kiss. Love taught me how to hurt, but I'm choosing how I heal. I won't call it love again if it doesn't let me feel. I'm still learning what love is, now that I know what it's not. Love taught me how to hurt, but healing's something I was taught.
I don't miss the big dramatic moments or the fights we couldn't win. I miss the quiet in the morning, the way you'd pull me in. I miss the sound of your footsteps down the hallway late at night. Funny how the smallest things are the hardest to leave behind. It's never what I thought I'd lose, it's all the little parts of you. I miss you in small ways, in moments no one sees, in coffee cups, in empty rooms, and songs on repeat. I miss you in small ways that heal without warning signs. I don't break down all at once. I miss you in small ways all the time. I don't miss the way you left me, or the words you didn't say. I miss how you knew my silence and stayed anyway. I miss how you said my name like it meant more than it did. I miss the man I was with you before the hurt stepped in. It's not the end that makes me ache, it's how good the middle felt. I miss you in small ways, like reaching for my phone, like turning to tell you something, then remembering I'm alone. I miss you in small ways, in habits I can't break. I'm learning how to let you go, but the little things still stay. I don't cry over memories, I cry over moments. I pass places we used to go and feel it in my chest. Not enough to knock me down, just enough to hurt a little less. I smile more than I used to, but some smiles feel delayed, like my heart's catching up to a life that's already changed. I'm moving on, that part is true, but I still trip over you. I miss you in small ways. Not the love, just the loss. Not the dreams, just the echoes of what it once was. I miss you in small ways that don't ask to be healed. They don't scream, they just whisper. They remind me what was real. They say time makes it easier, and maybe that's the case. But time doesn't erase love, it just changes its place. You're no longer mine or or the reason that I stay. You're just someone I miss quietly in 1,000 little ways. I miss you in small ways, but I'm learning how to live. I'm not holding on to heartbreak, just the love we couldn't keep. I miss you in small ways, and maybe that's okay. It means what we had mattered, even if it couldn't stay. I don't miss you like I used to. I don't miss you the same. I don't miss you loudly anymore. I miss you in small ways.
I gave you all I had to give, every piece of me I could show. I spoke my heart, I didn't hide. I let you see me whole. I stayed when storms were raging, held my ground when you withdrew. But love doesn't always see the things that someone proves. I thought being real was enough, but love can be unfair and rough. I wasn't enough, I was real. I gave you everything I knew. I loved you loud, I loved you deep, but it wasn't enough for you. I wasn't enough, I was real. Every word, every fight, I stood my ground, I held my heart, but you still walked out that night. I showed my flaws, I showed my scars, let you see the cracks inside. I thought that honesty and love would make you stay by my side. I gave my mornings, gave my nights, gave my silence and my pain. But even truth and courage can't always make love remain. I thought being honest would win, but honesty can't always begin. I wasn't enough, I was real. I opened doors you left unlocked. I tried to meet you halfway, but you were already gone. I wasn't enough, I was real. Every step, every word I said, I loved you fully without disguise, but you were already
just hurt and I don't forget. Now I look back on the ashes of a love that burned so bright. I see myself, I see my heart, still standing in the light. I'll carry lessons, not the blame. I'll carry hope, not the lie. Being real is worth the pain, even if it makes me cry. I can't control the way hearts move. I can only give what I prove. I wasn't enough, I was real. I gave my soul, I gave my trust. I showed my heart, I showed my love, even when the world said just. I wasn't enough, I was real, but I won't hide behind a mask. I'll love again and give it all, because real love always lasts. Maybe someday you'll understand what you had was more than you knew. Maybe someday I'll forgive, but for now I'm seeing through. Being real is worth the fight, even if it leaves me torn. I'll love with courage, love with light, even when the night feels warm. I wasn't enough, I was real. I love without a shadow of doubt. I'll carry forward, stronger now. I'll never let my truth burn out. I wasn't enough, I was real, and that's enough for me. I'll stand in love, I'll stand in truth, and I'll finally be free. So if you see me smiling now, know it's built on every scar. I wasn't enough, I was real, and that's what made me who I are.
I've walked through quiet rooms where nothing ever speaks. I've carried all my troubles and held back every leak. I've smiled through storms of chaos, kept my hands and mind aligned. But even my calm is tired, even my peace feels blind. I've been strong for too long, even serenity can break. Even my calm is tired, even my stillness shakes. Even the silence I built can crumble, can break. I've held it all together, hid the storm inside. But even my calm is tired, even my calm is tired. I've been the anchor in the night, the one who never sways, the voice that never faltered. Through the long, long days, I've mastered patience, mastered control. But mastery has its cost. Even my calm is tired, even my strength feels lost. I don't shout, I don't show, but inside it's overflowing. Even my calm is tired, even my silence screams. Even the gentle mask I wear hides a million dreams. I've carried hearts on my own and fought to not be fired. But
I've loved, I've lost, I've lingered on memories I can't let go. I've kept the peace for others while mine eroded slow. I've kept composure in the rain, but rain seeps through the walls. Even my calm is tired, even my calm falls. It's not weakness, it's just real. Even calm is wounds to heal. Even my calm is tired, even my steady hand shakes. Even the fortress I've built can crumble, can break. I've carried storms in silence, fought battles unadvised, but even my calm is tired, even my calm is tired. I'll rest for a little while, let the cracks be seen. Even calm deserves a break, even the quiet needs to scream. I won't lose myself forever, I'll mend, I'll breathe, I'll rise. Even my calm is tired, but it won't say its goodbyes. Even my calm is tired, but I'll find a way to stand. Even the weight I've carried will someday leave my hands. Even my calm is tired, but I'm stronger than the fire. Even when the night is heavy, even my calm is tired. So if you see me smiling still, know the truth behind the eyes. Even my calm is tired, but I will survive. I held my words, I held my anger, tried to calm the storms inside. I gave you quiet in the chaos, a place where you could hide. I built a home in my own heart, where you could feel at ease. But even in my generosity, you still chose to leave. I gave what I thought was enough, but love sometimes isn't enough. I gave you peace, you gave goodbye. I gave my hand, you walked away. I gave my love, I gave my time, but you didn't want to stay. I gave you calm, you left the storm. I gave my all, you left it dry. I tried to love you fully, but you just said goodbye. I silenced doubts, I held my anger, I swallowed all my pain. I made my world a softer place, hoping you would remain. I smoothed the edges of your sorrow, so you could rest your head. But even in my sacrifice, you chose another bed. I gave everything I knew, still it wasn't enough for you. I gave you peace, you gave goodbye. I gave my heart, you let it go. I gave my nights, I gave my dreams, but you didn't want them so. I gave my trust, you left your cold. I gave my hope, you let it die. I tried to love you fully, but you just said goodbye. It's quiet now where you once were, but the echo of your leaving stirs. I thought love was was supposed to hold, not vanish in the dark. I thought peace would be enough to keep a beating heart. Now I rebuild from broken moments, learn to breathe without regret. Even though I gave you everything, you don't know me yet. I can't change the way you chose, but I can choose to heal my soul. I gave you peace, you gave goodbye. I gave my all, you walked away. I gave my love, I gave my time, but you didn't want to stay. I gave my calm, you left a storm. I gave my heart, you left it dry. I tried to love you fully, but now I say goodbye. Maybe someday you'll understand the love you left behind. Maybe someday you'll regret the peace you didn't find. But I'll rise from all the silence, I'll rebuild, I'll survive. I gave you peace, I gave my all, and still I stay alive. I gave you peace, you gave goodbye, but I won't let it break my soul. I'll give my love to someone new, someone who wants it whole. I gave my calm, you left a storm. I gave my heart, you left it dry. I tried to love you fully, but now I say goodbye. I gave you peace, you gave goodbye, and I'm learning to live to try. I won't chase what doesn't stay, I'll keep my heart, I'll find my way. I never screamed, I never shouted. I kept my tears when no one sees. I carried storms inside my chest, wrapped my heart in secrecy. I watched the world keep moving while I stayed still in place. Learned that sorrow is invisible if you wear a calm face. I whispered to the night my fears, but no one heard, no one near. I learned pain quietly, breathed it in, let it lie. Kept my heart behind closed doors while the world passed me by. I learned pain quietly, hid the cracks in my soul. Silent battles, unseen wars, I learned to take control. I watched love leave without a sound, felt betrayal in the small. I swallowed all my questions, kept them from making me fall. I learned to nod, learned to smile, even when it hurt inside. I wore patience like armor, let the tears run dry. I thought hiding it was strength, but hiding it comes with its length. I learned pain quietly, suffered where no one could see. Held my heart under lock and key, pretended life was easy. I learned pain quietly, smiled while breaking apart. Learned to stand without a hand and hide the cracks in my heart. No one knows the nights I stayed awake. No one sees the toll it takes. Now I look in the mirror, see the quiet lines of loss. Learn that surviving silently Is its own heavy cost? I'll still move through the daylight, pretend I'm strong, pretend I'm whole. But even the quietest of hearts can carry a raging soul. I've learned the art and endurance, but even quiet has its limits. I learned pain quietly, breathed it in, let it lie. Kept my heart behind closed doors while the world passed me by. I learned pain quietly, fought alone yet still alive. I'll rise again, though softly. I learned to survive. Maybe one day I'll speak it. Maybe one day I'll cry. Maybe one day my quiet pain will find someone nearby. But until then I'll carry on in the silence. I'll be free. Even the quietest of lessons can teach you how to be. I learned pain quietly, fought my battles out of sight, kept my love, kept my hope, even in the longest night. I learned pain quietly, and I'll heal, I'll find my way. Even silent scars can shine, even quiet hearts can stay. I learned pain quietly, and now I'm learning how to heal. Softly, slowly, steadily. Even quiet hearts feel real. I don't wake up angry, I don't scream your name, I don't curse the nights we wasted or play the blame game. I just feel hollow inside, like someone took the light. I don't hate you, I'm just empty. I've lost the will to fight. I gave my heart, I gave my time, I tried to make your world align. Now I'm standing in the quiet with nothing left to find. I don't hate you, I'm just empty. Not mad, just numb, not whole. I feel the weight of all I loved dragging down my soul. I don't hate you, I'm just empty. No fire, no flame, no spark. I loved you loud, I gave my all. Now I'm holding the dark. I don't need revenge or closure, I don't need you to explain. I just need to feel my feelings without the sting, the pain. I gave my trust without reserve, I bled where no one could see. I don't hate you, I'm just empty, empty enough to breathe. I carry silence like a shield, I carry wounds that never healed. I gave everything, got void, now emptiness is all I feel. I don't hate you, I'm just empty, not angry, not bitter, not real. I feel the space where you once stood, the hollow that won't heal. I don't hate you, I'm just empty. No fire, no flame, no spark. I loved you loud, I gave my all. Now I'm holding the dark. It's not malice, it's not spite, just a heart that lost its fight. I try to smile in public, I try to move like I'm okay, but But under the calm, under the mask, I'm fading day by day. I learned that love can vanish, even when you give it all. I don't hate you, I'm just empty, watching my own walls fall. I'll rebuild someday, maybe find the pieces of me I lost. But for now, I'm quietly numb, counting all I've paid in cost. I don't hate you, I'm just empty. No fury, no wrath, no tears. I feel the echo of our love resonating through the years. I don't hate you, I'm just empty. No fire, no flame, no spark. I loved you loud, I gave my all. Now I'm holding the dark. Maybe someday I'll forgive, maybe someday I'll feel again. But emptiness is patient and quiet's my closest friend. I won't hate you, I won't scream, I won't chase what's gone. I'll carry the silence of your leaving, and somehow I'll move on. I don't hate you, I'm just empty. Not mad, just numb, not whole. I feel the space where love once lived, dragging down my soul. I don't hate you, I'm just empty. No fire, no flame, no spark. I loved you loud, I gave my all. Now I'm holding the dark. I don't hate you, I'm just empty. And maybe that's enough for now. I'll find my way from this hollow, even if I don't know how. I gave you mornings I barely woke up. I gave you nights I couldn't sleep. I gave my laughter, my quiet moments, my promises I swore to keep. You held my heart like it was fragile, and I thought you treated it right. But you walked through my world so gently, then left me empty overnight. I kept every piece of you, even the parts that broke me too. She took the best of me, left the rest behind. She stole the pieces I thought I'd never find. She took the best of me, every smile, every dream. I loved her fully, endlessly, but she took the best of me. I try to build a home with her, try to make it safe and strong, but walls can't hold a love when the heart inside is gone. I forgave the little things, I forgave the cold goodbyes. Never thought that letting go would teach me how to cry. I gave her all I could give, still she took more than I could live. She took the best of me, left the rest behind. She stole the pieces I thought I'd never find. She took the best of me, every hope, every plan. I loved her fully, endlessly, but she took the best of me. Now I'm standing with the pieces, trying to see what's left of me. I see her smile in fleeting shadows, I hear her voice in passing streets. I remember how she held me close and made my heart skip beats. But love is fragile, love is fleeting, and she knew how to leave. She took the best of me with her and left the rest to grieve. I won't let the pain define me. I'll rebuild from what's left inside. She took the best of me, left the rest behind. She stole the pieces I thought I'd never find. She took the best of me, every laugh, every dream. I loved her fully, endlessly. But she took the best of me. Every someday I'll forgive her. Maybe someday I'll see. Even the love she took from me helped make me who I'll be. I'll treasure what remains now, even the scars, the debris. I'll rise again, though broken, from the pieces of me. She took the best of me, but she didn't take my soul. I'll carry all the lessons that made my broken heart whole. She took the best of me, but one day I'll be free. I loved her fully, endlessly, but she didn't break all of me. She took the best of me and left the rest to see. I'll mend, I'll grow, I'll live with the pieces she didn't keep. I walk through rooms with my head held high, smile on my face like everything's fine. I laugh at jokes I don't even hear, pretend the weight inside isn't near. I keep my secrets behind closed doors, hide the cracks that no one explores. No one sees the nights I spend awake, fighting battles I never make. They see strength, they see calm. They don't know the storm in my palm. I break when no one looks, cry in the silence of empty rooms, scream without a sound, fall without anyone around. I break when no one sees, hide the pain behind a smile with ease. I'm strong in public, torn inside. I break when no rooks I hide. I've carried hearts, I've carried pain, held the calm while it poured like rain. I've given all and asked for none, but still the night feels never done. I tie my shoes, I face the day, pretend the hurt is gone away. No one knows the battles I fight in the quiet corners of the night. I'm praised for keeping control, but they don't see the toll. I break when no one looks, cry in the silence of empty rooms, scream without a sound, fall without anyone around. I break when no one sees, hide the pain behind a smile with ease. I'm strong in public, torn inside. I break when no one looks, I hide. No one notices the cracks I hide. No one sees the tears I've cried. A love without armor, I gave my all. but no one sees the nights I fall. I smile through conversations, act okay while all my hope slowly slips away. I've learned to survive in quiet despair, learned to fight with no one there. Even the strongest hearts can bend, even the calmest minds can end. I'll carry on, I'll find a way, even when the light won't stay. I break when no one looks, cry in the silence of empty rooms, scream without a sound, fall without anyone around. I break when no one sees, hide the pain behind a smile with ease. I'm strong in public, torn inside. I break where no one looks. I hide, maybe one day I'll let it show. The things I hide, the nights I go, but for now I wear the mask, even if the calm won't last. I break when no one looks, but I'm learning how to heal. Even in the shadows of my heart, I'll find a way to feel. I break when no one sees, but one day I'll be free. I'll rise again, I'll find my voice. Even in the quiet I have a choice. I break when no one looks, and maybe that's enough to see that even broken hearts can live, and even quiet souls can be free.